All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Limitless Mindset Podcast. I wanted to take a moment and say thank you guys again for sharing all of the episodes with those that you know that could benefit. And I love getting the DMs from you guys. So thank you again for sharing this. Today, I'm just going to get right into the point. I have seen a lot of conversations taking place lately, especially as the economy's been kind of a little bit shaky, a little bit rocky here. And a lot of people are basically, making excuses, making complaints, making reasons as to why they feel like they cannot succeed or win, or why other people are doing well and they can't, and their circumstances, and all the other reasons and excuses that they tell themselves that they can't do anything. And oftentimes I sit back and I can tell you guys, as somebody who's been in leadership and management for over 12 years now, I've had over a couple hundred people underneath me that I've managed, that I've coached, that I've trained. Currently have a company of just over 60 people that work for me. So I've heard every excuse in the book. I've seen every success story. I've seen people come from the bottom and work their way up to the top. I've seen people work at the top and fail and hit the bottom and bounce back up and do good again. I've seen it all. Hell, guys, I've even been one of those people that have done extremely well, fell off, managed to get myself back on, and at this point in my life have figured out strategies and structures to help myself stay extremely productive. One of the biggest things that I cannot stand is people that make excuses for themselves and people that talk themselves out of success due to the lies that they tell themselves. If you stand back and you take a panoramic view at your guys' life and you guys take a look at the economy today, you guys look at all the tools, you look at the resources, and you just take a bird's eye view and you take yourself out of the situation and you really take a look at how much opportunity people have out there to succeed and to win, you would probably figure out really quickly that a lot of the excuses that you tell yourself are not really all that valid. What I mean by that, guys, is there's people out there winning at a very high level that are no different than you. They're no different than I. And there's people that are failing that are also no different than you and I. And when you really think about it, today's technology that is available to us really levels the playing field for a lot of people. We all have access to the same YouTube channels. We all have access to these really cool devices right here. We call them smartphones that basically give us the ability to reach thousands of people for absolutely free, minus the cost of a monthly phone plan. We all have access to the same audiobooks. We all have access to the same CRMs. We all have access to the same systems, the same processes, the same TV channels, the same radio channels. The list goes on, guys. You guys get my point. We all have access to the same exact shit. There's no special magic formula that one person has over another. So when you really think about that, I guarantee you guys that the tools that I use in my business is available to anybody else that wants to utilize these tools. I don't have any magic systems. I don't have any magic processes in the back of my companies. There's no magic system or process to what I do individually as a person. I utilize the same systems and tools that everybody else does, the same systems and tools that you have access to as well. So when you really break it down, what's the main differentiator between those that are highly successful in what it is that they do and those that are complete failures in what it is that they do? What's the biggest differentiator from people that can't seem to break through where they are in life right now and get to that next level compared to somebody that's winning at a very high level? What's the biggest difference between mediocrity and average and somebody that is winning at a high level? And I think when you guys really ask yourselves those questions, it's going to come down to the biggest differences. It's you. You're the biggest difference. You're the determining factor in how successful you are in life, how much energy and effort you put into it. Like I said, guys, we all have the same tools. We have the same systems. We have the same processes. We have access at this day and age to so much knowledge, the same amount of knowledge that everybody else has access to it one way or another to be successful. It's just each individual's ability to put that knowledge into action and put a solid work ethic forward to absolutely dominate in whatever industry and market that they're in. The biggest key to this, guys, is you guys need to wrap your mindset around becoming an absolute weapon in your guys' industry. You guys need to figure out how to build mental fortitude. You guys need to figure out how to build perseverance. You guys need to figure out how to build consistency. You guys need to figure out how to build problem solving. You guys need to figure out how to educate yourself as a human being that is worthy of actually seeing true success. It's not that you don't deserve it. You just have to earn it. I can tell you guys this from experience. The higher levels you guys achieve, because I can tell you this has happened to me, the more challenging it's going to get. A lot of people shy away from putting in hard work. A lot of people will tend to make excuses that they can't do this because of this, because of this, and because of this. And they'll give a whole list of reasons when in reality, what it comes down to is two things. They're either afraid of failing, they don't have the mental fortitude to go through failure to see success, or they're just simply flat out fucking lazy and they don't want to put in the work. The thing is, guys, is you're going to fail. So as soon as you can get over that and you can build the mental fortitude behind, you can become an absolute monster when it comes to having your mindset getting kicked down multiple times and knowing that that's okay and that's part of the process, the further along you guys will be. Combine that with taking action daily, doing the repetitive things that people don't want to do, and there's your guys' recipe for success. A lot of people tend to overcomplicate this stuff, and to be honest with you, it really just kind of irritates me because I see a shit ton of people out there that have so much potential in them. I see so many creative people out there. You all deserve to win. You watching this video, you deserve to win at an extremely high level. I want you to win. Other successful people want you to win. But like I tell everybody, we can't want it more than you. Nobody was going to want it more than me. Nobody was owed getting me to a level of success. I owed myself that. And really what it comes down to is I still have a long ways to go. It's doing the same thing, getting up, building up that mental fortitude. Soon as you guys understand that you will face challenging times, it is going to be hard, the better off you guys are going to be because you can start developing the skills needed to have a bulletproof mindset. You're going to get knocked on your ass. The sooner you can accept that, the better. I see this happen with a lot of people where as they start down the journey of entrepreneurship, as they, get into it, they get some momentum and then boom, something will hit them, something will catch them off guard, something happens and it almost completely rocks their entire foundation. They get frustrated, they give up and they quit on themselves. The reality is they just didn't set the proper expectations that there was going to be challenging times. At this point in my career, I've already accepted there's going to be hard times. So when hard times come for me, I'm never really, caught off guard with that. I know that they're coming. If anything, I typically plan for them coming down the road. I've already built it into my mindset that there's going to be challenges along the way. Anytime you face, different growth, anytime you bump up a couple levels, anytime you try new things, you're going to fail. You're not going to be 100% perfect at everything, but it's your ability to persevere, push through that, keep trying, get your ass up, stay the course on the mission, and eventually you guys will have these breakthroughs and you'll continue to win. Like I said, guys, we all have the same tools. This little device right here in your guys' hand can generate you more money than you guys even know what to do with. If you guys were to rewind almost 30 years ago, whatever industry you're in, what marketing typically would have looked like was putting an ad in the newspaper. Maybe it looked like going door to door. Maybe it looked like putting a billboard up. All of those things were going to cost you guys a ton of money, running TV commercials, running radio ads. It was never easy back then to really get a business up and going. Long story short, you had to roll up your sleeves and you had to get in work and put in the sweat equity to raise capital to then spend some money. Today, you guys have no idea what the advantages you guys have right at your guys' fingertips. Like I said, you have YouTube at your fingertips to teach you guys as much as possible. You guys have podcasts for free that can teach you guys as much as possible, just like this one I do for you. You guys have access to audiobooks that are pretty much free for the most part. If not, they're dirt cheap. You guys have access to high-level entrepreneurs that are always willing to share and do what they do. All connected right here, guys, through this friggin' little device in your hand. The only thing lacking from you, the only thing differentiating you from achieving at a high level is your inability to put in the work. You are the common denominator that is holding yourself back from taking action. You have every tool, every resource. If you feel like you don't know how to do something, guess what? You get your phone out. You go to YouTube. You find somebody that has a course that can teach you. You follow other people that are in the industry. You pay attention to some of the things that they're teaching you and pick up on that and put those into application, and you learn through trials. You're going to learn through failure. You're going to learn through wins, guys. It's simply taking action and putting that in. If you have the inability, if you're afraid to put yourself out there, you're going to have to get over that. You're going to have to get this little device out, put it in front of your face, and you're going to have to share yourself with the world. Let them know who you are. Let them know the services that you provide and show them what your level of excellence is in your guys' industry. But the bottom line is you guys can sit around and continue to make excuses. I've been seeing this shit so much lately. Anywhere, guys. Like I said, I've heard every friggin' excuse in the book as to why people feel like they can't win, as to why people feel like they can't succeed. And to be honest with you, it's all complete bullshit. You have access to win. You have people around you to win. You have every single tool and resource at your fingertips right now. If you do not know something, it has never been easier to access that via the internet, via YouTube, via Google. Like, there's so many things that you guys have at your disposal right now that you could simply give yourself a solid baseline to start, put it into action and application, and start. Set proper expectations with yourself. Stop telling yourself the shit's going to be easy. Stop letting yourself quit every time. Start building up the mental fortitude. Be self-aware of who you are. Understand what your weaknesses are. Understand, hey, if you're a lazy fuck and you sit on the couch and you watch TV all day and you know that that's counterproductive to your goals, step one is simply acknowledging that in your mindset. Step two is when you catch yourself sitting there, get your ass up and start changing those habits. Start building that up. When you see something that you know you need to do in your business, whether that be making outbound calls, whether that be a marketing post, whether that be educating yourself, and you start to shy away from it because you feel like it's going to be hard, catch yourself, guys. Get your ass in gear. Dive into it. Lean into it. Lean into the hard shit. Lean into the challenges and force yourself through that to the point where it eventually becomes easy and you begin to master those skills. You do not need to overcomplicate this stuff, guys. There is more than enough business out there in your guys' industries to win. Is it competitive in a lot of industries? Absolutely. The good news for you is 90% of the people out there won't put in the solid dedication and effort it takes to become extremely excellent at what it is that they do. And your ability to now rise to the top and show through hard work and dedication and simply setting yourself apart by taking action consistently every single day has never been easier, in my opinion. You can literally start a business from a damn smartphone, guys. I want you to get that into your head right now, how much opportunity you have at your fingertips. All it takes is effort. And if at a fucking bare minimum, you can't get out there and at least put some effort into making a marketing post for yourself, putting it out there, educating yourself. If there's something you don't understand in your industry or how to get better, take some time out. Do some research, learn how to get better at that, and then share that with your potential customers and your potential client base repeatedly. The fact that you think you can sit back and do absolutely nothing without marketing, without putting any energy, effort, maybe only working an hour or two a day on your business, making all these excuses for yourself and then wondering why you're successful should be enough reason for you right now to make a change in your life and start putting in a solid effort. Hold yourself accountable to the commitments that you make for yourself. Put in the work that you've promised to put in for yourself. Push yourself through that finish line to see what success is going to look like on the other side because you owe it to yourself, guys. I only share this message with you because I'm extremely passionate about seeing other people win. I tend to see more in others than other people see in themselves, and it's extremely frustrating when I can see some massive potential in people and they're not willing to put in the energy, the effort, the time, the consistency, the patience, the perseverance to see their way through success. It's not going to be easy, guys. It's not going to be easy. But every excuse you're making for yourself, of every resource that you're claiming you're lacking, money is no longer an excuse, guys. There are people out there that have started out at a way worse position than you have and are succeeding at a high level. Whatever your excuse is right now, you can get a pen and paper out, write down the top 10 reasons why you're not successful, and I guarantee you there's 100 people behind you that have absolutely had a worse situation than you have, but wanted it more than you, and they were able to succeed. So throw your excuses out the window. Understand what it's really going to take is you putting in a solid effort, you taking time to educate yourself, you taking the time to market yourself and market your business. And when you guys do that at a high level, consistently, every single day, repetitively, you guys will win. You deserve to win. You guys owe it to your families to win. You guys owe it to everybody around you to set the example of what excellence looks like and what winning looks like. I don't take this shit lightly. I run a company. I've got 50 plus people that work underneath me that I try to show them what success looks like. I'm still trying to figure it out on a high level myself. I have achieved some levels of success, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be. That doesn't mean I throw my hands up and I say, well, this is it. This is the end of the road. I'm constantly pushing myself to learn. I'm constantly pushing the envelope. I'm constantly researching what it is that I need to know. What pieces of knowledge am I missing? And how much energy and effort and application do I need to put into place to see success, guys? That's it. That's the recipe. Stop making excuses. You guys have everything you need right now at your fingertips to succeed at a high level. The only thing holding you back, the only thing that is the differentiator from you and anybody else out there successful is your inability to hold yourself accountable, your inability to put in the work, and your inability to go out and actually acquire the skills needed to succeed at a high level. It's not that you'll never get them, it's that you're not going out and attempting to get them because everybody at this day and age has access to this shit. Again, guys, I want you to win. You deserve to win. I want to see you get out there and crush life. I want to see you dominate. I want to see you set the example for everyone else around you. Set the example for your kids, for your spouse, for your friends, your family, everybody else that looks up to you. Show them what success looks like. Show them what it looks like at a high level. Show them what excellence looks like. As always, guys, I hope you guys benefited from this. If you guys know somebody that needs to hear this, feel free to share it with them. Like I said, my messages are always meant to help elevate other people, and I feel like this is a message that some people just need to hear. Get off your ass, get out there, and put into effort. As always, I hope you guys have an absolutely incredible week. Let's get out there, guys. Let's crush it.